Very good. You can bring your shoulder blades in and then start to tuck your navel in. You're going to lightly activate your navel because it's going to support your spine so that we're not curling forward. And then just start to slowly build on your breath. And so with the eyes closed or maybe looking at the tip of the nose, start to make each breath longer and deeper than the last. Feeling your sits bones rooted into the mat. And maybe right now your breath isn't very deep, and that's okay. You're just bringing awareness to it and slowly deepening it organically. So we don't have to force ourselves into this place, right? I think a lot of times when we come to our mat or we come to this place of meditation, we think we have to force ourselves into stillness or force ourselves into focus. But that's really not how we do anything or how we learn anything. So as we're here, let this be organic. First, we close the eyes or we find a fixed point. We start to feel out our disposition and start to really tune into ourselves, tune into the breath, feel out our surroundings, and then allow for us to go deeper. As you inhale, you can start to find an ujjayi breath, where your breath starts in your throat. So if my mouth were to be open, it would sound like this, but the mouth is closed. And then you would reverse that as you exhale. It's like fogging up a mirror, of course, with the mouth closed. It creates a hissing, oceanic sound. As you come to the top of each inhale, just suspend your breath. Hold the breath just for a moment. You can slightly squeeze the abdomen, almost like you're sealing off a balloon. And then let it go. Relax, let it go. Now, I work a lot with the pelvic floor too. One, it's a big thing in yoga. It's a part of your support in your body. But also it really helps with breath. It's a very key factor to breath. So as you inhale, and you come all the way to the top of the inhale, take your time, let it be organic. You're going to activate your pelvic floor slightly. This is your root lock. And then draw your navel in towards your spine. And you just hover the breath for a moment. And then exhale, relax everything from the navel, the pelvic floor, the breath, everything, let it all go. Keep your seat though, keep your posture. And continue again, find a pause between each breath. There's a very significant effect that the breath has on the body. It can trigger one of two of your nervous systems. Your parasympathetic nervous system, which is your rest and digest, or it can trigger your sympathetic nervous system, which is fight or flight. Fight or flight is survival mode. And what we don't understand as human beings is we are constantly in survival mode, merely because of our breath. So as you're here and we're slowing our breath down and we're finding these juicy pauses between each breath, you're allowing for your body to shift naturally into that parasympathetic nervous system. Keep breathing, you're doing great. Stay with it. And we find just this rhythm within ourselves. Really, that's what we're doing. We come to yoga for harmony, alignment, all these beautiful things, right? And all you're really looking for is this internal harmony, this internal alignment, this internal rhythm. This rhythm is in your heartbeat and it's in your breath. So as you're here, you're starting to feel out this rhythm. We're going to do some Kriya work, some breath work that really helps with this rhythm, the movement and the breath at once. These repetitive motions, they're very simple, but it helps you find this rhythm. And so now that I've planted that seed, let that be a part of your exploration this evening. When you're ready, inhale your hands wide and high, actively stretching your fingertips high to the sky, palms touch overhead, and exhale, hands down to heart center, actively pressing your palms away. So as you're breathing, maybe we've maintained the pelvic floor activation, but here we're going to just slightly activate the pelvic floor just so we're sitting tall, and then exhale, release. So keep sitting tall. Let's create an intention for our practice. What made you come to your mat this evening? Or more so, how can your practice serve you? Serve your mind, your body, your spirit. Breathing deeply, breathing into that space behind your heart. Breathing into your hands. Maybe they're resting right on the sternum. And so feel out, right? We tuned in. How can my practice serve me, my mind, my body, my spirit? Sometimes all we need is to feel a little more at home inside of ourselves, especially with chaos all around. Sometimes we just need to calm and center. So it can be as simple as that. I like to do I am statements. So as you're here and you really affirm your intention, it can be I am and then what your intention is. Like I am centered. I am alignment. We bring it upon ourselves. We honor the source within. Take a big breath in. Activate your pelvic floor and navel. Hold here. Press the palms away and say your intention internally. I am in whatever that was. I am at home in my body. I am centered. And then exhale, release the hands, let it all go. Big breath in. Activate pelvic floor and navel, squeeze. Exhale, release. So we're going to learn the give and take of activation, right? Really flexing and then relaxation and letting it go. This is how things work. Inhale. Activate and squeeze. Squeeze your fiber, every fiber in your being here. And then exhale, fully release, let go. One more time, inhale. Activate and squeeze through pelvic floor, navel. Squeeze every fiber within you. And then exhale, release, let it go. Inhale, we're going to come forward. Exhale, back chin in towards your chest. I've been doing this in every class. Inhale, forward. Exhale, back. Inhale, forward. Exhale, back. Staying with your breath. Now you have this opportunity and this chance to really find this rhythm. So you're kind of hanging onto your knees here and you're using them as leverage. So maybe we're pulling ourselves forward and then hanging back as we come back. Pulling ourselves forward and then coming back. Very good. So you're creating curves in your spine. Think the front door of your heart is opening as you're coming forward. The back door of your heart is opening as you're coming back. So reach your heart forward as you come forward and then reach your heart back as you come back. You should feel it in your shoulders. Try to keep your shoulders away from your ears so you're really expanding. If you're tight back here, you should feel it. Inhale forward, exhale back. We're going to go for about 20 more seconds. So just an opportunity to find that rhythm, find the pace, find your breath. We're all here for a practice. So you're just practicing. You're not here to be perfect where you are. It's where you came from and where you return to. You're here to explore. So just explore. And then inhale, up center. Activate and squeeze through pelvic floor and navel. Squeeze, squeeze, and then exhale, release, relax. Very good. Let's take the legs that way. Beautiful. All right. So feel it out. Here we are. Legs are out wide. You reach to one side, reach to the other. See how it feels here. I always like to sit on a blanket just for those tight hips. And the key here is you're sitting right on the edge of it. What it's going to do is it's going to tilt your pelvis up and forward. Fantastic. All right. So inhale, hands reach high. Flex the feet. Exhale, we'll go over to the right. Grab onto anything that your hand allows for, body allows for. Inhale, up center. Exhale, over to the left. Inhale, up center. Exhale, over. Inhale. And exhale, keep it going. We're going to do this for about a minute. Talk about Kriya. So this is what Kriya is. It's this repetitive action with breath. Really what Kriya means is completed action. So it's like you do this assignment over and over again and then you complete it. The assignment is just this repetitive movement. Inhale, up center. Exhale, over. Doing great. Keep it going. Find your rhythm. Find your breath here. This is your chance to explore. How am I feeling today? How am I feeling in my body? You know, this weekend we had a really powerful workshop here. And the woman that led it, she said, when you take up more presence in your body, it purifies your mind. So if you're having a day full of thought, that internal narrative, hopefully it's building you up and not breaking you down. But if we have that really loud internal narrative, and we really just want to disconnect, get into your body, bring presence into your body. What are you feeling here as you're doing this? Maybe the backside of your legs, maybe your back. Not a time for judgment, it's just a time for awareness. That's what this practice is about. All right, last one each side. Very good. Oops, I did one more. Inhale, center. And then exhale, let's come forward. Long, steady breathing in through the nose and out through the nose. Stay right here. You're doing great. Stay with your breath. Go back to that Ujjayi breathing, having that nice steady pause between each breath. I'm going to turn on this humidifier just because it's really nice, but if it bothers, just let me know. Ready, you can slowly walk yourself up. Really dry. All right, and then we'll bring the bottoms of the feet to touch. Squeeze out wide. All right. So here we are holding on to the feet, the ankles, the shins, whatever we're holding on to. Make sure you feel comfortable here for however far. Your legs can be super far. Your feet can be super far from you. So customize this. All right, and then here we are. We're going to pull forward, go over to the right, and then all the way around, and just kind of move around the pelvic bowl. Make circles here. We do this for the hips, because the hips can be really tight. You might notice sitting on a blanket's a little challenging. Just kind of rocking around. Your goal here, though, is keep your sits bones on the mat. So that's going to really cause you to use your shins or your feet as leverage, right? You're really holding on, especially if you have tight hips. And then see if you can reach forward, reach side, reach back, reach side, right? So all the sides. Hit it all. You might need to close your eyes. And then you're going to notice if you close your eyes and you really start to explore what's happening here, you're going to have to move your spine in a very specific way so you can actually get into your pelvis and it's not really like you're weeble wobbling, right? So you have to close your eyes, feel it out. Breathe. You're pulling yourself forward and then you're kind of hanging back, shooting towards your chest as you're coming back. Come center and we'll go the other direction when you're ready. Shift it around. Feel out the hips here. So in this practice, we do breath work, we do Kriya, we do some yin. Those are long held postures. Restorative, I guess you could think, but it's really not that. Keep breathing. So we move, we breathe, and then we really sit still. All these beautiful parts of this amazing tradition called yoga. Last 2 rotations. And then when you're ready, inhale up center. Activate pelvic floor and navel. Notice your connection with your pelvic floor here. Hold. This is really important stuff. We don't think it is, but it is. And then exhale, release. This is a part of your body's health. Right leg out, left leg in. Your body's ability to support itself. Okay, you have a very intelligent body. We have to remember that. So we want to serve it well. Inhale, hands high. Exhale, we come down. Beautiful. Now from here, let's see how that looks. Okay, inhale, hands up. Exhale down. Inhale up. Exhale. Very good. Inhale up. Exhale down. Now we're going to do this for about a minute. You have the option though, if it's too much for the back, to just do one hand over the other and make it really light and minute, right? Inhale up. Exhale down. Doesn't matter if we're reaching. Let it just be accessible for you. Try to keep your shoulders out of your ears. Notice your connection with your breath, your body. Just notice your connection with this space. Are you still in your head? That's okay if you are. All right, last one, inhale up. Exhale down. All right, now inhale, you're gonna reach your left hand. So your right hand's gonna stay on your shin, your ankle, your foot. Left hand up and over, it's gonna pull you up, right? And then you're gonna plant into the left hand and knee and come into gate pose. Stretch, very good. And then exhale, we come back to our seat and cartwheel our hands down. That makes sense? Very good. All right, inhale, left hand up and over. We plant into the left hand and knee. Just push up, right? And reach up and over. Let it feel good for you. And exhale down. Very good. And you can let your mat support you in the way you need it to, right? Whether it's your knee, maybe it's just the knee. Inhale, lifting up. And exhale, lowering. Doing great. Feel these side body stretches, what's happening in your body. Okay, last one. You'll fold forward. We'll inhale up and over one last time. Hold for a breath. And exhale, fold down. Long, steady breathing. One more breath. Inhale, walk yourself up. We can take the right leg center or straight forward. And then the left leg will come up and over. Beautiful. And as we sit here, so we're going to go into one yin posture right now. Inhale, hands reach high. Exhale, coming forward, grabbing onto the first thing that the body allows. So maybe it's your foot. Awesome. If not, no worries. Just bring your chin in towards your chest. If your hand is by your foot or touching the foot, let it rest on top of the toes. Either way, flex your foot as much as you can, as if you're reaching your heel farther forward than the toe ball mounts, if that makes sense. Here's why you're doing it. You're getting into connective tissue here. It might feel really intense and slightly uncomfortable. I'm right there with you. Chin is in towards the chest. You're activating and firing on the back side of the right leg. Also the iliotibial band. This band that connects to your knee and all the way up to your hip. So you might feel the outside of your leg. You might feel the back side of your leg. You might be clenching your jaw right now. Try to relax. Relax the jaw. Right, very good. Now this posture is awesome because this one provides lots of reward. So you're sitting in a hot seat. It's uncomfortable. It's making your your mind move. You're thinking a lot, sure. But when you come out of it, there's such a deep release. I can't speak for everybody, but for the most part, this posture really helps release a lot of the tension. And now this is your opportunity to see where the tension lives in your body. Okay, for me, it's in my hips, it's in my legs, it's in my spine, it's everywhere. Right? So it might be like that for you too. Just breathe with it. This is your opportunity. It's a practice to breathe with what's uncomfortable. This is something you can take into the real world and it be very, very effective, right? To breathe through what's uncomfortable. In this practice, we learn to find comfort in what's uncomfortable. Stay with it. Stay with your breath. Deep, deep breathing into your belly, into your low back. Breathe into the backside of your leg. Notice when you breathe deeper, it makes it more intense. But you're a warrior, and that's why you're here, to be told that, to be reminded of that. Very good. Stay with it. So just notice if you're adding tension where it's not needed, right? That clenching of the jaw, or the shoulders and the ears. Try to settle. Nice. Very good. You're doing fantastic. This is intense. It's a great posture. We're just going to be here for about, we'll call it 6 more breaths. Deep breaths. And when you're ready, inhale, slowly bring yourself up. Great work. Sit tall. Let it just release a little bit. We'll pick up the leg. Just move it aside. Take it out. Let it release. When you're ready, you can bring your right leg in. And then inhale as you feel ready. Reaching hands high. Exhale, fold. Inhale, up. Exhale down. Inhale. Exhale. Doing great. Inhale. Exhale. Stay with your breath, your timing. This is your opportunity to find your internalized rhythm. You're not going to find that looking at somebody else. Now, I know we all know that, but I say that because so often we look to others to see how they do it, not just with, yoga, but in life. Okay, that person's has that success or is doing that thing that I really like or want to kind of be like. And we're looking to them. But in order for you to find that spark, right, that gold, it lives inside of you. So we can copy and we can watch others. But to find it authentically, you find it inside of yourself. So close your eyes. Turn your attention within yourself. And you'll find it. I promise you that. That's what this practice promises us. All right, last one. And then when you're ready, you're going to inhale the right hand up and over, plant it to the hand and knee, come up, gate pose. Stretch, let it feel good. And exhale, come down. No need to rush anything. So if you like something that feels good, stay there. Inhale, hand comes up and over. Exhale, down. Inhale, up. So even though I'm saying that, I'm just cueing the breath here. So we're inhaling up and exhaling down. You might be in a different place. Take your time. Let it be your pace. We'll just do one more after the one you're doing right now. And then after you complete it, long, steady breathing. Just hold the posture. And when you're ready, inhale slowly, bringing yourself up, walking yourself up. We'll take that left leg forward and right leg comes up and over the left. Use that blanket as a prop, serve you. And then inhale, hands reach high. Exhale, fold forward. See where the hands rest and let them rest there. We can always interlace around the leg, chin in towards the chest, head here, or we can rest our arms on our leg. Whatever works, just chin in towards the chest. And if you can, just reach your heel farther forward than the toe ball mount. So you really activate the leg. Very good, very good. You'll notice that it might spark on some more tension or even a reaction, right? That's a beautiful thing, just for you to be able to see that inside of yourself. It's like, oh, I made a shift in my body, and then all of a sudden I reacted. It's that awareness alone where you can start to make significant changes within yourself. Where that reaction transmutes to a response, right? Keep breathing, you're doing wonderful. I'll just say 10 to 15 breaths, just so you have an end point in sight, so you can really sit with it. Now those breaths, we're practicing for them to be very long and deep, but until we get there.
Find those pauses between each breath. Stay with that Ujjayi breath. It's like the breath is originating in the throat, creating this hissing oceanic sound. It's a light constriction of the back of the throat. 4 more breaths. Breathe like your life depends on it. It does. You're ready, inhale, slowly bringing yourself up. Very good. Good work, everyone. Move that leg straight. We have both legs straight here. We're going to get into some breath work now. All right, so wherever you land, whether you're right here, you can have your hands right here, and we would just slightly move. But what this is going to cause, let's just say you're moving like this, you're going to have a very powerful breath because you're exhaling forward and inhaling up. So if we were to be grabbing onto our feet, which is where we want to be, and essentially what we want to do is work, this is called life nerve stretch. So we're activating the sciatic nerve, or we're really trying to release it. And by pressing on the big toe, you're accessing it immediately. So if you want and you have that ability to practice, you can. And you might notice, okay, I can do it a couple times that I have to let go. Totally cool, we're practicing, right? Or we're on our knees, or shins, I should say. Grabbing onto those. Or behind our knees, right? So it would be very slight. Okay, so inhale up. Exhale down, powerful breath. Now I'm going to model every single way so you can see what it looks like. So you see it's in the breath. Inhale, exhale. You're pumping into the back sides of your legs. This is actually a better stretch than just stretching forward. Why? Because you're using your breath to break down lactic acid and other things that cause us to be tight. So your breath is really effective here. Inhale up, exhale down. Only go as far as your body allows. This isn't about pushing yourself beyond your limit. This is about touching your limit. Hit it every time. And make sure that's your limit, right? It's not based off of your ego, but it's based off of authenticity. Ego is me pretending to be like that other person, even though I'm not there. Authenticity comes from within.
That's why we want to be like that other person, because they're accessing that and it's attractive. There's magnetism to it, right? And what you're doing right now is building magnetism inside of yourself, right? Because you're finding your internal rhythm. It's important. This is how you access your goals. Okay, keep it going. We're going to go for 1 more minute. Every single one of you is moving beautifully. Exactly like that. So perfect. It can seem silly, a little weird, kind of funky, but you're really just accessing something. You're looking for something within yourself. This thing is looking for you too. It's your rhythm, it's your light, it's your alignment, it's your power, it's your beauty. You're looking for it, and it's looking for you. So go for that journey. I want to remind you that things don't get easier, my friends. Things don't get easier. You just get stronger. We need to stop looking for the easy way out and just get strong. We get strong by being vulnerable and humbled by where we're at, by not pretending anymore, and being honest with ourselves. It starts with vulnerability. What some of us might see as weakness is actually a strength. Inhale, up, straight back. Reach your heart forward. Very good. Exhale, forward. Very good. Inhale, up. And then exhale, you can release and just come forward a couple breaths. And then inhale, slowly bring yourself up. All right, we're going to do 1 more breath work. We're going to do fists. We'll call them fists of fire for right now. All right, so you can either cross your legs, sit on your heels, sit with your legs out long, sit on a block. Feel free to use props, whatever you need to do. You can also sit on a block in between the legs. That's helpful. All right, these are actually called fists of anger. I just don't say that sometimes because people are like, I'm not angry. And it's like, don't stop it. Just kidding. All right, so here we're making 4s and we're squeezing thumbs. Anger is a healthy emotion. We need to honor that, right? So we need to also know how to process it. We can't just like be angry or bottle it up inside. So this is how you move through it. So you're gonna roll your arms back like so. It's like you're peeling the veil back. And then you have an O-mouth breath. This is the last little breath work we're gonna do, really. So see if you can really show up in this. You got this, keep it going. I'm gonna get some tunes on. Oh, you already got it. Keep it going. You're doing great. Channel any anger, frustration, anything really, anything you got that you need to process, that you feel confused about, do it right here. You're doing great. Keep it going. Stay with it. Find your rhythm here. You might feel tired and then you might feel angry about it. So put your anger in that. Explore. It might feel weird. It might be off a little bit. That's okay. Explore. If you're immediately aligned in your breath, you have pretty good internal alignment, which is powerful. You should utilize it. If you're like exploring like I am right now, that's okay. You know, some of us take a little bit to learn. That's me. feeling that? Click into it. You're like, none of this feels good. What do you mean? It's hard to do that breath when you smile. You're stimulating your heart gland, thymus gland. Your heart is what trusts the most darkest experiences, and your mind is what is afraid of what seems like everything. Okay? So go into your heart, because your heart is brave, your heart is courageous, and your heart is strong. Last little bit. We'll call it 15 seconds. Inhale and release your fingers. Palms face the sky. Close your eyes. Imagine white light all around you. Exhale. Inhale. Squeeze up, stretch up, white light all around you. Exhale. Last time. Inhale. Squeeze up, stretch up. Exhale. Let it go. And then inhale when your fingertips touch the ground. Breathe for a second. Long, steady breathing. You need to grab a sip of water, grab a sip of water. Long, steady breathing here. So we find movement, we find stillness, we find our breath. Breathe deep, deep, deep into the belly. Last breath. Very good. All right, tabletop. I always use a blanket. You can use a blanket, you don't have to. All right. Wrists are below your shoulders, knees are below your hips, back is nice and flat. Spread your fingertips wide and root into your palms. Okay? Inhale, sway. Exhale, round. Inhale, sway. Exhale, round. So this is going to be the last Kriya and last even mild form of breath work we're going to do, aside from just breathing. Inhale and exhale. And we're going to go for a little bit here, so find a rhythm. This is what it kind of looks like. Eyes are closed if they can be. Your movement's subtle and your breath is deep. This Kriya right here alone will give you killer abs. I am not lying. It will. Here's the kicker. You have to do it every single day for 3 minutes for 90 days, and you cannot miss a day. If you miss a day, you start over. Let me tell you why it works, okay? You're stimulating your metabolism through your thyroid and parathyroid. Your parathyroid and thyroid are responsible for your metabolism. So that's one reason. But another reason is just the activation and the contraction here. This is how things work. This is how the universe, if you will, works. Not to get all frou-frou on you, but really, it's from expansion and contraction. These are how babies are born. Expansion and contraction. Okay, life works like this, in expansion and contraction. This is how our planet works and the polarities that live on this planet. Okay, you're doing great. We'll say 2 minutes to go here. Okay, and you can find any pace you like. Just as you're here, your inhale, you're relaxing, and then as you exhale, you're activating, or you're really drawing your belly button to your navel. Find a pace that works for you. And then just stay with your breath. Inhale, sway, exhale, round. Stay strong in your arms. Your arms are really mimicking your legs. Your leg bones, at this point, so really your femurs, they don't bend. So make it like your arms don't bend. Very good. All of you are doing amazing. This is great for balancing the hormones.
Really, because it's what it's accessing. It's not that it's balancing your hormones, it's activating your glandular system, which is responsible for your hormones. Keep it going. Last minute here. All right, last 20 seconds. And you're going to inhale, sway the belly, look to the sky. Good. And then exhale, round. Hold the breath, lightly squeeze the buttocks. Inhale, neutral. Exhale, knees out wide, big toes touch, child's pose. All the way down. Walk your hands forward. We're going to go into a nice, slow, steady, juicy flow from here. So all that work, you're done. You did great. It's just a really good way to energize yourself, is that breath work. Might feel a little weird at first, even nauseating to be honest. But when you really do it, as in you practice it, you start to feel the power of it purifying your blood, your lungs. It's like your mind starts, thinking clearer. If it's too much on the knees, you can always just do tailbone high, reaching hands forward. Last few breaths here. The only thing that's happening is your forehead's on the mat. You're resting your frontal lobe. Because there's a lot of activity that happens in the frontal lobe, responsible for your coordination, your memory. Really important stuff that's happening, pretty much think in your forehead, the front part of your brain. So a lot of this breath work and this movement that we just did, it activates your brain, right? It's activating all these internal systems. Really important for your health and overall well-being. Okay, last breath here, long, steady breathing. I wanted all that breath work to encourage a long, steady breath through your practice today. And then when you're ready, slowly bring yourself up to tabletop position. Feel free to grab water whenever you need it. If you have a blanket, go ahead and move it out of the way. Okay, we're rooting into the palms. Spread fingertips nice and wide, eyes and the elbows are forward. You'll tuck your toes. And I heel toe my feet back as you notice. Tailbone high. You might feel a little slippery on your mat right now. That's okay. You can just slightly scoot your feet in. Inhale, come forward to a high plank. You just check out those joints. Very good. And then push back, down dog. Inhale, forward, high plank. Very good. Exhale, push back, down dog. Last time. Inhale, forward. And exhale back. So again, if you need to scoot your feet in a little bit, go ahead and do so. Bend one knee and then straighten the opposite leg. So draw your opposite heel as far to the ground as possible and then switch. That's what we call walking the dog. We're pedaling out the heels. You're really pushing through the heel of your palm to keep your tailbone high. And your gaze is through your shins. That's going to be better for your neck. As you feel comfortable, you can start to settle in stillness. Take a big breath in, big breath out. All right, so we have a few options here. You're either going to lift your right leg high, or you'll be on all fours, and you could lift your right leg high, okay? So one or the other, right leg high, and then exhale, bring your knee towards your nose.
Right, inhale, right leg high. Exhale, bring your knee towards your nose. Very good, stay right here. And then you're gonna bring your foot in between your hands. So if you notice my foot came over there, just go ahead and guide it in between your hands. Fantastic. Drop down to the back knee. Inhale, hands reach up, root into that front foot. And exhale, take your arms out. Really plant into the feet. Inhale, hands up. And exhale, hands down. So bring it all the way down. Inhale, straighten your front leg, flex the foot. And exhale, forehead to knee. One more breath. Inhale, walk your knee above ankle. Tuck the back toe, lift the back knee. Feel into this stretch. Kick into your back heel. Push off your back toes. Front knee is stacked above the ankle. All of you look fantastic. Awesome. Breathe. One more breath. I like really slow flows. Take your left hand down within the right foot. Inhale your right hand high. Tends to make them a little more challenging. One more breath. Fantastic. And then go ahead and bring your hand down. You're going to slide your back foot in to where both feet are flat. Now I want to encourage blocks here. So if you have blocks, use them. Or grab some if you'd like. Beautiful. And you frame your foot, right, with your hands. So stay right there. I'm going to grab blocks just so you see what I'm saying. All right. So you don't need blocks, but they're nice. And we're folding over, breathing deep into the back side of the leg. Very good. So support yourself here. This is what keeps your body safe. If you're folding in a way and your body's like, this is a lot for me, that would mean use a prop, use blocks if you have plenty. Support yourself here. You're doing great. All right. Now, wherever you're at with your feet or your framed hands around your foot, you're going to tent your left fingertips within your right foot. So you're going to be twisting right. Yeah? Okay. And then you're going to take your right hand high. That's your twisting. Fantastic. Excellent. Very good. All right, now bend your front knee and bring your right hand down. Let it step forward to a forward fold. Bend your knees as much as you need to. You can have your feet at hip width distance, wider, or touching at the toe bone mound. Find what's working for you right now. And then inhale halfway, bringing your hands to your shins. Heart reaches towards the earth. Find length in your spine here. And then exhale, fold. Beautiful. One more time. Inhale, halfway lift. Awesome. And then exhale, fold. Bend your knees. And then root into your feet. Slowly roll up one vertebrae at a time. Nice and slow. And then shoulder shrugs up and back. And then we can take them forward, up, forward. I'm going to turn the heat down a little bit. Feeling nice and warm this morning, or wherever I'm at this evening. All right, palms are facing forward. We're rooting into our feet. Everyone good? All right, so we're rooting into our feet. Inhale, hands reach wide and high. You're going to grab your right wrist with your left hand. Inhale. And then exhale. Beautiful. Inhale, center. Now exhale. Now what you're going to do is you're going to inhale out. So watch this. You're going to go. And then you're going to exhale, center. Do that 2 more times. Inhale out.
Exhale, center. Feel rooted in your feet. Inhale, take it out. Almost like you're pulling, and then exhale, center. Okay, release the hands. Inhale, take it wide. Go ahead and hook. Grabbing onto that left hand. So you're going to inhale up center. Exhale over. Now you're going to notice there's collapsing here. Now inhale up. Exhale. Now inhale out. No more collapsing. Exhale. Inhale out. And pull kind of. Exhale center. Last time. Inhale out. And exhale center. Inhale reach. Exhale fold. You can bend your knees coming all the way down, forward fold. Nice and cool down here. Inhale halfway lift. Exhale fold. Go ahead and plant your fingertips and step your right foot back. Beautiful. We're going to mirror what we just did. So first, stay in low lunge. Breathing deep. Feeling into that stretch, pushing off your back toe bone mound. Remember, this is a practice and you're doing phenomenal. Make sure you're stacking your front knee above its ankle because that's how your body, the blood flows. So notice where your leg is bent right now. It doesn't seem like blood would be flowing nicely through there. So if you're making too much of a compression, the blood won't be flowing. Okay, good job. All right, right hand is flat within the left foot. So it's an opposite hand foot situation. You're twisting. Inhale, left hand high. Remember, you can do this on your knee if you need to. All of this can be accessible. There's a sense of allowing in the inside of ourselves, a sense of allowing in our environment. And remember, you're strong. Even if it feels like you're not, you are. You're here. You showed up. You might be doing something new. Those are all qualities of somebody that's strong, brave, and courageous. Exhale. Bringing that hand down. Slide your back foot in. And then use blocks, if you did on the other side, to fold. I absolutely love props. They're so important if you want to go deeper in your practice. I think some of us that are a little nuanced to yoga think that props are for beginners, but that's a beginner mindset. Props are for everybody. Breathe deeper. You're doing great. Remember, none of this is easy. It's not necessarily supposed to be easy. And when you feel ready, right fingertips are tented within the left foot. Then you can take your left hand high. You can always bring your left hand to your sacrum. Stay with your breath, deep breathing. And then exhale, slightly bend your front knee, bring your hand down to frame the foot and drop down to the back knee. Excellent. Inhale, hands reach high. Exhale, hands out. Inhale, hands up. Exhale, hands down. Inhale, straighten the front leg. Flex the foot, toes are in the sky, and then exhale, forehead to knee. And then inhale, walking your knee above ankle. Frame the foot with your hands. Tuck the back toe, lift the back knee. And we're going to step the foot behind. And we'll go right to downward facing dog. All right, we're going to run through that again, but it's going to go quite a bit faster. All right, so when you're ready, inhale, left leg high. Exhale, knee to nose. Inhale, left leg high. Exhale, knee to nose. Remember, you can do this on your knee.
Inhale, left leg high. And then exhale, step the foot through. Drop down to the back knee. Inhale, hands reach up. Exhale, take it out. Inhale up. Exhale, hands down. Inhale, straighten the front leg, flex the foot. Exhale, forehead to knee. Inhale, walk your knee above ankle. Tuck the back toe, lift the back knee. Right fingertips tented or the hand is flat within the left foot. Inhale, left hand high. Exhale, lower that hand. Slide your back foot in. We're in pyramid pose. You can inhale, lift up, and then exhale, compress. And when you're ready, right fingertips are tented within the left foot. Inhale, left hand high. Exhale, lower the hand. Bend into the back knee slightly. And step forward, forward fold. Bend your knees as much as you need to. Inhale, halfway lift. Nice flat back. Exhale, fold. Inhale, hands reach wide and high. And then exhale, just grab onto your right wrist, left wrist. Inhale. And exhale. Inhale, over. Exhale, center. Inhale, over. Exhale. And inhale. Exhale. Inhale, reach. Exhale, down. Inhale, up. Exhale, hook right hand or left hand to right. Inhale. Exhale. And inhale. Reach. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Last one. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale, reach. Exhale, fold. Very good. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, plant your hands. Step your left foot back. You can step it all the way back to low lunge. Bringing the foot left hand is flat within the right foot. Inhale, left hand high. Exhale, lower that hand. Inhale, slide in your back foot. Exhale, settle in. Inhale, reach your heart forward. And exhale, compress. Stay with your breath. Big breaths here. Inhale, push up. Exhale, settle in. Inhale, taking your right finger or left fingertips within the right foot, taking that right hand high. Yes, so left fingertips down, right hand high. Perfect. And exhale, lower. Bend your front knee, send your foot all the way back, and drop down to the back knee. Inhale, hands up. Exhale, out. Inhale, up. Exhale, hands down. Inhale, straighten the front leg. Exhale, forehead to knee. Inhale, knee above ankle. Exhale. Inhale, lift the back leg. Exhale, step the foot back. Inhale, we're high plank. Exhale, down dog. Couple breaths here. Last breath. Go ahead and drop down to the knees. Walk your knees to your hands. Press at the ankles. Sitting on your sits bones. We're just going to do one more thing, really. So you're going to scoot your tailbone forward. Fingertips are forward. Come down when you're ready, one vertebrae at a time, nice and slow. You made it to this point. You can just take one hand on the heart, one hand on the navel, just for a breath. And then when you're ready, right ankle to left knee. Interlace your fingers behind the left leg. You're creating a figure 4 with your legs. Very good. Hugging the legs in. See if you can flex really the right foot as much as you can. Very nice. Really activating here. And then see if you can bend really that left knee and press it into the ankle. Really activating that figure 4 stretch. Breathe
Breathing deep. One more breath. And then when you're ready, you're going to send the left foot down and cross that right leg all the way up and over. Bring both knees into your chest with the legs crossed. So there the legs are crossed, knees are in the chest. It's a great stretch. Breathing deep. Last breath. And then when you're ready, release that foot. So you're going to keep your legs crossed though. Arms come out too. Let's just call it cactus for tonight. So you're creating like a goalpost with your arms. Elbows are out, backs of the hands are on the mat. Take a deep inhale. Keep your shoulder blades on the mat. Exhale, knees left, gaze right. So keep those shoulder blades on the mat. Very good. Inhale, center. Unwind. Set that foot down. And then left ankle to right knee. Interlace your fingers behind the right leg. Flex the left foot and see if you can really bend into the right knee so that the back of your knee or the top of your knee is really pressing into your ankle, activating the stretch here. You might be at some edge without all that fancy stuff I just said, so stay right there. That's fantastic too. Just as long as you're getting a good hip stretch is really all that matters. Slow, deep breaths. Breathe into the low back and hip. Staying with it, you're doing great. For these last few moments of class, maybe we find that ujjayi breath. Last breath. Gently release the leg. Gently, gently. Crossing the left leg up and over. Knees come into the chest and hug the legs in. Doing great. One more breath. And when you're ready, release the foot. Arms come to a cactus or T. Take a deep inhale. And exhale, knees fall right, gaze fall left, and shoulder blades stay on the mat. Inhale back center. Unwind. Bring your knees into your chest. Nice tight squeeze. Lift your head into a little ball. And then dropping your head down. Feet are flat on the mat. Arms down by your side. And then we walk our feet out to our final Shavasana pose.
just take a big breath in and just sigh it out. Start to just gently wiggle your fingers and toes, just stretching your hands out, curling them in. And when you feel ready, inhaling your hands up overhead and stretching nice and long, almost activating. And exhale, release. Walk the bottoms of the feet flat. And turn over to one side, using your arm as a pillow. Finding yourself back at this place where you started, your intention. And I want you to internally say your intention. I am, and then whatever that was. And slowly push yourself up to a seated position. Sitting nice and tall. Come back to this place that we started our practice. Stronger, wiser, more courageous, braver, with a wild heart. You did it. When you're ready, inhale your hands wide and high, actively stretching your hands high to the sky. Bring your palms to touch overhead. And as your hands float down to your third eye center, you're going to come forward to seal your practice.
The highest in me honors, sees, and respects the highest in you. Namaste.
Thank you so much. I appreciate every single one of you. Thank you for being here and sharing your light. This makes it all the worthwhile, so I appreciate you. All the love, everyone. I hope you have a great week, and maybe I'll see you again.
Thank you.
Thank you, Lori. It was good to see you.